Voice of Influencers.
I stumbled on this personal training. I was really after I finished playing football, American football, I was coaching. And I got feedback and I felt, hey, I'm a good coach. You know, I'm good at this. I enjoy it and I give my all and people are getting things out of it. So obviously I was doing something right, and somebody, I don't remember who, told me, hey, you should look into being a personal trainer. So that's what I kind of done. I didn't know what I was going to do anymore. Done playing football and thought, hey, that's a good idea. So I went and got my certification, and I was doing some personal training in Germany. And then I moved here to do the national team, and then this one I made it a real business. Came here and I used to go to people's homes. I used to drive all over Holland, drive into people's homes, go to their office, train them for 30, 45 minutes, and then drive 2 hours to the next client, train them 30, 45 minutes. And I did that for a few years, you know. There was many days I didn't have food to eat. Yeah, there was many days. I think this is a common situation for most people who are trying to build their own business. You know, you're gonna have those downs where you don't know where your next euro is coming from or your next meal, thinking this is it, I'm not gonna make it anymore, I gotta find something else. And then you get another client and then you're hanging on, and then you're good for about a week or two, and then you're hungry again, and you're getting hungrier, and you're starting to think, I better find something else. And then another client comes. So it for me, it kind of went in that way. And now I've been able to build it after 10 years into my own personal training center. I have another personal trainer working freelance inside my gym for themselves. And I came up with this idea, or I saw this idea and thought, hey, I want to do this for others, because if I would have had the opportunity to go into somebody's gym, another personal trainer or something like that, and learn off of this personal trainer, it would have been a lot better for me. But I went through about 2 or 3 years not knowing anything about business, you know, just barely hanging on to survive, and then it developed into something. So I wanted so what I'm trying to do now is set it up so that people that are aspiring to be a personal trainer, when they finish their schooling and they don't know what direction they're gonna go, this is an in-between spot. They come here for about 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and they pay a monthly fee, and they're able to train their clients and get their clients going. And on the other thing, what I do for them is, if there's any questions or any training that I can help them with as far as building their business and how to handle clients and things like this, is I offer that. The other thing I offer as well is the nutrition part, because as you know, nutrition is 90%, okay? So we can train like a madman for an hour, 2 hours, but then the next 22, 23 hours, what are we doing? You know, if you're training hard for 1 or 2 hours and you're out there eating nothing to support your training, you get nothing. So I've been able to help people with their nutrition as well as the exercise to get themselves in a better shape, get them feeling good about themselves. And you know, I've been very lucky with that, because I've got a lot of people that get a lot out of it, and I have clients that stay with me 3, 4, 5 years because they want to, because they choose to. It's not because they have to, it's because they choose to. They want to stick around, they like it. So I'm grateful and pat myself on the back for that, you know, that struggling time of the first 3 or 4 years when I really thought I was gonna quit, that this is not it. This is just not it, John, you know, you gotta find something else. And I stayed with it, and now it's built into something where I can eat and feed my daughter. What I bring different, what I know that I bring different than most personal trainers is I have programs. All right, you're not just gonna come to me and decide that I'm only gonna train once a week and this and that. You can do that, and we got no problem with that, but I target programs. My programs are the body sculpting program and the Ironman program and the Beautiful Mama program. The body sculpting program is for men and women who are looking to lose weight, get in shape, learn how to eat. Ironman program, just like what it is for the men that are trying to muscle up. Beautiful Mama program is a program for women who've had a baby. 8 weeks after the birth, they want to get their butts in shape. And that's the time to do it with the doctor's approval, is to get after it right away. So I work with programs, and those programs are for 3 times a week for 8 weeks. And so it's very intense. First couple weeks, they're only doing things with me. After a couple weeks, they do 3 times a week with me, and then they got 3 times on their own. So this way we make sure you're getting 6 days a week of some kind of activity in your body to make the changes that we need to make. Because most people that I have are business owners, are very busy, very stressed and so on. They really don't have the time to train 2 and 3 times in a day or whatever, to reach some of these goals. So you need to spread it out in the week, and you got to trust that they're going to eat properly as you advise them. And I can see it by their training and what's going on. And yeah, it's basic and it's simple and it's successful. So it's been doing good. That's how it's had. This place here, we just moved here about 6 months ago, so we've gotten bigger. Like I said, I have another trainer in here. Next year, the beginning of next year, I will bring another one. So there's 2 people under their own label, freelancing under their own. And at the same time, every weekend, like on a Sunday, we do 2 hours over nutrition, how you handle clients, and whatever questions they may have for me, I try to get them going. So that, we're in between so they can go out on their own. Because a lot of these guys here in Holland, they think it's fashionable to be a personal trainer, and then when they get out there, they don't realize it's hard, and you hear this all the time. Oh yeah, you must have all the beautiful men and women. No, the people that are coming to me are not necessarily in the best of the best shape, so they're looking to get in shape. So it's not a big glamorous job as what people think, I love it because the reward after the 8 weeks and the way that people talk to me and how they are towards me and how happy they are for the changes that they've been able to make, it pays beyond money. It really does. It's unbelievable when a young lady is just in tears and says, I couldn't believe it, I didn't think I could make this. And there's nothing like that feeling right there. There is no money that can pay for that. And so I've been successful with it. Well, the company, has been successful, and we're grateful. We've been able to train some somewhat famous people here. Victoria Kablinko, Anna van Zweden, Jaap van Zweden's daughter.
Who is this?
Anna Marie van Zweden. She is Jaap van Zweden. He's the Dutch composer.
Okay.
And I guess he's in Hong Kong now, €1 million contract. He's the #1 Dutch composer. He was in Dallas Symphony, really big dude. He's really, very, very popular with the orchestra. And yeah, yourself, you're pretty popular, whether you realize it or not, or you want to admit it or not, and that was what at the very beginning of my time here, and by being with you and working with you helped me as well. I was able to just kind of watch how you're doing things, and it helped me a little bit, and I was able to pick a little bit of here and there out of it and try to apply it towards my liking and what I can do for myself to help me.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it's done. You don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already invented.
Yeah.
So, and just, more of your work ethics and your hustle and your grind that you do to you had nothing and you've built what you've built. That's something to me.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.